Hello and welcome to the RWBY Nation podcast. I am your host today, Admin Reese, also known as Reese Cup. And your fellow admins are...
Admin Ren.
Admin Taiyang.
Okay, so sorry about last week's podcast. Winter is in the middle of trying to save it from mass destruction. I think Cinder might have corrupted it. My personal thought on it. So we will probably touch on the subject a little bit in this podcast. We'll really touch a bit on last episode, but we'll also talk mainly about the main episode that just happened.
All right.
So, any of you have any thoughts on it?
I was screaming. Me and my friend have been screaming for like the past 3 days.
Who was not screaming at that?
That's true. We were mainly screaming because it's like Blake cried, Yang cried, Pyrrha cried. We're just like, no.
Jean got hit into a wall again.
Actually, we didn't really care so much about that, but
hey, all we know is that Arcos is definitely a go now.
yes, it is. And I'm actually excited. But, there's a bug. No. Sorry. I don't like it.
Ren, I absolutely love your little picture there. Going back to the episode.
I love that apron so much. The only thing I don't like is how the fandom itself is responding to it.
Taiyang, you have something to say?
It's like the fandom is like split in half right now over Ren's apron.
Did not hurt the chef.
I am fairly sure that Ren made that apron himself.
Yeah, but there's like the people. There's the people who are like, oh, Ren made it because he's asexual, and then other people are like, no, it has to do with Nora's hyperactiveness. You know, if he didn't have that, she would just be climbing all over him. It's like,
well,
yes. My response to it is yes. Both sides.
Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, despite all the fandom between Nora and Ren, it's still, I mean, it's awesome. I love it, but you know, it's like even Nora herself said that they're not together in Nora's quotation marks, but it's like how many fans are gonna wait for that? I have no clue.
I'm waiting for it because I've shipped them since the beginning. But I definitely really liked how Nora in the episode pulled Ren away when Pierre and Jean were having that moment.
Yes.
It's like, well, no, we gotta let them like sort themselves out now. Let's go back and have some more fun.
All I can say is Nora is definitely Jean's right-hand man.
Definitely, I have to say that. Okay, but she just picked up 2,000 pounds.
But she also fell. From the sheer weight.
I mean, back in episode 1, she said that she could bench 5 of her, but here she could bench 1,000 pounds. Like,
keep in mind though, her power, her semblance, was kind of made in this. In this recent season, Nora's semblance was finally confirmed that it is with electricity and that it improves her amount of like strength behind it. Only thing is though is that she didn't have she wasn't using her semblance when she was picking up those weights, which is why she fell.
Oh no. She held it up for like a good 3 seconds and fell down.
Yeah, that's me with a 5-pound weight.
I can pick
That's
up like
funny.
40. I can pick up like 50 pounds where I'm just like, okay, no, no more, no thanks. Yeah.
Stop showing off, Ren. We already know you're a
I'm
ninja.
not, okay, I'm not saying anything, so yeah, just leave it at that. Hmm.
Oh boy.
All I have is a hoverboard. I'm pretty sure I'm weak as a twig.
Well, eh,
At the same
yeah.
time, like we say like, oh, I'm like basically a ninja, but you know, I'm the only one who's really gotten knocked out. Like knocked out, like consciously, pretty much, out of all
Got
of Team
KO'd.
Juniper. So yeah, I'm a ninja, but yeah,
Just a ninja that needs a bit more training.
apparently.
You're never gonna be a samurai, Ren. I'm sorry.
Well, at least Ren can bend over or stuff like that.
Fair enough. But what
Okay.
about the outcome with Yang this time around?
Oh man, it sucks that Team Ruby got disqualified.
Yeah, that really sucks because you know everyone's like, oh, they're the main characters, so they're gonna have to win the tournament. It's like, no, actually, no.
They're disqualified. Plot twist.
Plot twist, everyone's wrong.
Plot twist, everyone is evil except for Team Ruby and Team Juniper.
Dun dun dun!
Oh, and I just want to kind of mention this little thing that I was reading. I'm not sure if it was confirmed by Rooster Teeth or not yet,
Yep.
but in the Volume 2 opening credits, you
Yep.
notice when Pyrrha shows up, she's trailing behind her autumn leaves. I think Rooster Teeth, and like this is from a post I saw earlier, not on our page, but on like other social media, that they believe that they'd been hinting that Pyrrha was going to be the Fall Maiden since Volume 2.
I've actually,
Well,
because I like editing, so I have literally every single episode downloaded on my laptop.
Yeah, so do I.
And I was editing something that I was including Team Juniper, and I was taking their little snippet, like little things from both from both the season, the volume 1 and volume 2 opening, and I kind of noticed both kind of like fall things. Honestly, kind of both of them. Also, like in volume 1, it's Pyrrha that's putting her hand on Jean's shoulder, and then in volume 2, it's the opposite way around.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that. I clearly remember that.
Well, in this episode, Jean definitely took a different
Step.
stance. He wasn't such a chicken.
No, it was not.
He said the right thing at the wrong time.
Oh. Yeah.
Jean is still a major dummy.
Like, that's a great thing that you could have said at any other point in time, Jean. That would have been great.
Any other point in time in any other lifetime at all.
In like any time
You dead
before
clucker.
now.
You dead clucker.
Like any time before now would have been great, but now you've just messed it up so badly.
Because he gave Pyrrha the answer she already knew was going to be the answer, but she wanted Jean to say, "No, don't do it. Save yourself."
Like, oh yeah. He's like, yeah. It's like, oh, okay, bye. Nope.
And it's just not fair because of the fact that Jean literally is completely blind to the situation because Pyrrha can't tell him.
Yeah, that is just a sucky situation right there, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure if Jean actually knew what was happening, there might actually be something where he would actually be like, oh, I'm going to take a smart approach to this.
It's like, oh, I'm going to do something smart, and then no. I hate it when that happens. It's like, you want to see, you think it's something smart and great, but your timing, or something is completely off. That's happened to me in real life.
I think
It
it's happened to
sucks.
everyone.
Yeah, I think that's probably part of the reason they did that is because it's happened to everyone, at least over the age of 10, really. It's happened to them
Yeah.
at least one time.
Exactly.
Like, no. And it makes it more relatable in a very painful way.
Yeah. Just
In more
trailing back.
ways than one for Jean.
Jean has always been like that.
Yeah.
You'd think growing
Yeah.
up with so many sisters that he would actually know a thing or two.
You'd think he would have like picked up something. Something just
But well, that may be true in some cases, but it's not always the case. Um,
like true, like his sisters could have been like really like
Tomboyish or
yeah,
something.
like
I don't know.
tomboyish and just like, yeah, I don't care about that and I'm gonna go
I mean,
play like football now or something, for all we know.
I mean, John does say they came from a farm, so farm,
Yeah. Farm
I
girls
guess.
are very tough.
No
Yeah,
stereotyping though.
no stereotyping, no
I'm
stereotyping.
saying that from personal experience with
Okay then.
farm girls. I live in a small town. You're gonna meet someone like that.
Okay.
I'm kind of sad though about what Jean did say in the episode though, with about how his family said that they wouldn't be surprised if he ended up having to come home.
Oh yeah.
I was just
Oh.
there going, I was just sitting going, trans man John, because I am a sucker.
I was like about to cry at that point.
Like, I was gonna cry, but I was just like, I want my headcanon, please. I want my headcanon.
I loved how Jean put his hand on Vera's hand though. It was like Arcos is go, Arcos is life.
Like,
and
here we
then
go!
and
Oh,
then
no.
Pyrrha puts her head on his shoulders.
I squealed. I let out a very unmanly squeal.
It's fine. It's
That's what
Ruby.
I did.
It's Ruby. It's fine.
Yeah. I also then had to stop myself from spoiling the whole episode to my friend.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Because I'm a sponsor and she's not a sponsor.
Oh no.
I was
Yeah,
like,
fair enough.
I'm like, you can come over to my house to watch with me. It's like, no. Like, okay. Do it yourself.
But the end of that episode,
The
the
moment they said Pyrrha and Penny, I had this look of just, oh no.
polarity and metal.
Like, even before Mercury said it, I was like, oh no, this is not gonna end good.
I was so tempted to post something that says who we're gonna vote for, the Invisible Girl or the Robot Girl.
Oh, that's mean.
I almost did. I almost did.
Who else has a hypothesis though that Cinder took back what she told Mercury to do and instead decided to plant him to stop anything from stopping the fight.
There's also
I mean,
one thing, like, it looks like RWBY.
okay. I mean, it's, it's plausible, but it's
I
like
got distracted, sorry. But one thing is, like, that door doesn't really exactly seem like it's supposed to be for the public. So,
no.
like, how did RWBY get back there?
I think it must have been one of those like offside entrance areas where everyone is just waiting in order to get a spot in the arena.
Yeah. Like,
It's similar to a place over by my house that I've gone to for concerts.
yeah, true. I can see that.
But pretty much I think Cinder retracted the statement of you shouldn't be walking around because she realized she needed him as a bodyguard for Emerald. Because Emerald is going to pull an illusion to confuse Pyrrha into attacking Penny. Similar to how she used the same type of illusion in order to get Yang to hurt Mercury.
One thing I am kind of scared for though is like Atlas, because it doesn't seem like they like Atlas really wants anyone to know that they've created Penny.
I don't even think Atlas knows about Penny really. I think only Ironwood does, considering
Yeah.
Ironwood is
I
her father.
Ironwood. She's talked about Ironwood and her father in two different terms. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's General Ironwood, and my father would like you, or whatever it was. I don't remember
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And how she said, Penny has said that her father works with Mr. Ironwood.
Yep.
Fair enough. I did not realize that.
That whole like nuts and bolts thing scene that I like to call it.
Oh yeah.
I have it like drilled into my head. Every single like nuts and bolts moment, I have it drilled into my head.
I
Because
have
do
a
not.
feeling you ship them.
I don't care that Penny's a robot. To be honest, I like them.
Did you see my nuts and bolts post back like a few days ago?
I don't remember.
It had like
I
Ruby
barely.
coming
I
home.
don't remember Monday. Okay.
It had like Ruby running over asking if she missed a delivery, and Penny was like, "Oh, you missed the delivery," and Ruby was
Oh,
sad.
I've seen that before. I've seen that before. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that one.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I still ship White Rose.
I have a lot of ships. I'm a multi-shipper. I am a poly shipper.
Me too.
I
Me
love
too.
it.
My
Me
ultimate ship, though, honestly, my ultimate ship has to be Arcos and Team Sloth. Those are my two ultimate ships.
Arcos is definitely a top. A top for me. It's definitely a top.
For me, it's like Team Juniper's is kind of, for the most part, really. It's like my little box, if you know, straight. Everything else, no, that's really gay.
That's pretty much how they make it feel like in the show, except for some people actually ship Pyrrha and Nora together. And I'm just like,
I've seen that, and I'm like,
I've
I
seen
don't know
that.
how to feel about that. Like, I can kind of see it, but eh. Like,
personally not my type just because they don't really interact that much, even though they're on the
Not really.
same team. They don't interact on a level like how Yang and Blake or like Ruby and Weiss interact. They don't interact on that level,
Yeah.
which is why I can't really see them as a ship.
like I've seen, you know, one of my favorite things is while Team Juniper tends to be my little box is straight, I have some really gay ships with Pyrrha and
Did you want to talk a little bit about last week's episode?
oh boy.
That one was. Which one's the one again?
Amber
Oh
and
wait, I
all
remember
of
now.
that, all of that.
I remember now.
Mercury.
Yeah, I remember. I remember now. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. For some reason, it just really deeply upsets me that they made the amputee character evil. Okay.
I'm happy they made the amputee character evil and how they portrayed it because it just made me fall in love with Mercury.
I mean, there's bound to be more amputee characters sooner or later.
I really hope. Like, I really hope there's someone that's like on Ruby's side because I'm just like,
Like, I mean, like for instance, it's not really confirmed whether or not Ironwood has a prosthetic arm or not, because that's been going around since his introduction.
Well, that's because also in the most recent episode, if we quickly jump back there for a second, when he's explaining to Yang about the consequences, he said that in a fit of rage, bad things can happen, like along those lines. I'm paraphrasing. But then he
yeah.
looks towards his arm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure he must have lost a limb in like a battle or something.
There's
Because
also
I kind of
like
believe in that.
there's kind of like a theory going on that he's also like a my mind just blanked on the word. Associate of Cinder's, so not exactly on Ruby's side.
I don't believe
But
in that
but
just for the
like
fact that they had to hack into Ironwood's computer in order
yeah,
to.
that's kind of my thing. I was like, yeah, that uh mm,
Is that the reason why Cinder chose Pyrrha to battle against Penny because she now knows who
cuz
Penny actually
she
is,
yeah, cuz she knows who Penny is, and last volume she learned about Pyrrha's semblance. So,
and so she's putting them together to like make a bigger ruse.
yeah, cuz I just no.
It's
And
guaranteed that Pyrrha is going to use her polarity in the battle with Penny because that's how she gets in her hits and that's how she dodges. She uses
Yep.
her polarity semblance for an advantage. Thing is,
yeah.
though, is that as soon as she uses any polarity towards
A
Penny, she's either
robot.
going to go flying or she's going to come crashing in.
I mean, that's the
Yeah.
thing. That's the thing, though. Um, I mean, magnets don't really affect computers, and since robots are more advanced than computers, it shouldn't really affect Penny except to send her flying or stuck on the ground or whatever.
Thing is, though, is that she's made of metal, and that's a
And
strong polarities are actually in metal.
and we know from earlier this volume that she is affected by magnets to some degree because there's an incident with a magnet.
That she
Yeah,
covered
it's
up.
with the magnet. Yeah, that I remember.
So think of it like this: Pyrrha is a magnet. She can choose though if she wants to repel or if she wants to attract.
Yeah.
Or if she wants to turn it off.
But the thing is though, she's going to use it in the battle and then it's going to cause such a big repercussion from it that people are going to either know that uh they're either going to know that Penny is
But
either they're going to
but
know that Penny is a robot or it's like it's going to stop the fight.
Like
hmm,
something is gonna happen.
something will happen, definitely.
But yeah, would it stop the fight?
Who knows? Like it will like some of the only stuff I can think of is that Pyrrha Summits will now be um, shown to the world. Everyone will know how she managed to become that invincible girl. On the
How
other
she's
hand,
been able to take on so many people, she's been using her semblance.
yeah,
My
yeah.
mind just blanked on it, but it's something that Cinder said last volume about fate and destiny.
I
Yeah.
can't even remember my own self, and I recently rewatched Volume 2.
And I remember when I first watched RWBY and I had gotten because it was early last year, so all of Volume 1 and 2 were out, so I just watched all of it in a span of one day. And
Oh,
I remember that when Cinder said that thing about destiny or fate, I was like, that's something important. I just know it. That one line is going to mean something big. And now we have an episode called Destiny.
And damn.
I
Like,
mean,
oh, okay.
hmm.
Mm.
Going back to the Pyrrha Penny fight, I just remember that Pyrrha needs to touch the metal in order to magnetize it, so that she can.
That's true.
So it's not really uncertain that Pyrrha will come into contact with Penny. I mean, I mean, it's more of her swords rather than Penny herself, wouldn't
But
it?
keep in mind, her swords are attracted, well, they're attached to her in some way, shape, or form.
Strings,
They're
There,
attached
yeah,
through either like a string. I'm
string
not
or
entirely sure
wire.
if it's a string, but it's either
It could be
strings or like
wire.
a traction device or something.
I remember like there being like really really thin shiny things
Yeah,
on Penny, but like in the most recent things, it doesn't seem like she really has those strings so much anymore,
All I
or
know is in
they
the
didn't
last fight.
animate them.
Yeah, fair enough. Because all I know is in the last fight we saw with Penny, you didn't really see any of those strings. You just saw the swords.
Yeah, like there was only one time I think we've seen those strings.
it
Yeah,
was a
Pinocchio.
it
Oh
was
yeah,
yeah,
Pinocchio.
yeah, back in volume one. Back in volume one in the last episode, it showed Penny with swords and strings.
But maybe the strings are made of metal, a very flexible metal.
Yeah, a
And
wire.
then as soon as she touches a sword, it'll cause a chain reaction throughout all of Penny.
Oh, that would be bad.
But then it will go to whether Pyrrha we will either use her hands to touch the sword or whether it will be Pyrrha's weapon that touches the metal, the sword.
It does depend, but normally she will touch whatever is attacking her in order to differ the polarity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
My
I'm
English is
just
very good.
I'm just kind of going, wow, I guess stuff right, and I'm scared. Okay. I think everyone's scared after the trailer. I am not looking forward to a Mercury and RWBY fight.
Oh, the Mercury movie fight.
Even more so because she doesn't have Crescent Rose.
Oh, she's in a really big disadvantage.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
But going back to what we know about Mercury now, we should probably mention that a little bit here, especially with the
yeah.
upcoming fight between Mercury and Ruby.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
Did
He
that
literally
scene
he he literally has guns for legs.
does does anyone
It's
else
also a gun.
when you watched that scene with Mercury when he first meets Cinder and Emerald, didn't you kind of think that it was a bit like, I don't know, right after uh him getting amputated? That's kind of the vibe I got, and that's why he killed his father.
In that thing, you would not be able to stand up like that if your legs had just been cut off.
Keep
Yeah.
in mind though, this is
This is remnant, and
different circumstances, and
there seems
also
to be different gravity.
yeah, and also with Mercury's bloody legs and the bandages. That's like the thing I'm thinking of,
What
is
I'm
that it was done
thinking,
very recently and it
one thing that
caused like
I'm
death.
one thing that I'm thinking is maybe he got really, really badly hurt to the fact that they could not save his legs. Like when Cinder and Emerald went up to Mercury after just killing his dad. Okay. Um, that maybe during the fight with his dad, he got severely injured in both of his legs. Because I don't think we really know what Mercury's dad's weapon was. So it could be possible that whatever weapon that Mercury's dad used could have actually caused the legs enough damage to need to be amputated.
Yeah, fair enough. That's an interesting theory.
I know medical knowledge.
Another thing I can think of is that during the fight between Mercury and his dad, it could be that he overused it. I guess like he overused it to the point where where his nerves couldn't handle the pressure or something. I don't know. I'm thinking something up, but
Fair enough.
Typically, there's only any sort of nerve damage if it's been cut open.
Hmm.
yeah,
Typically.
which hurts a lot.
Yeah, true enough. So that's probably going to cause something interesting to happen though in this next episode with the fight because of how he has amputated legs that have guns in them.
Yeah,
Part of me wonders if he had, since he has prosthetic legs, would have guns in them. Because everything is also a gun. Literally.
Except for Pyrrha's weapon, I think.
No, Pyrrha's
no,
weapon is also a gun. It's
yep,
also a gun.
it's a rifle.
Yep. It is
Oh
also a
wait,
Like,
gun.
I know the one thing that isn't a gun is Murder Master.
yeah,
I don't know.
Murder Master is Weiss's
Weiss's weapon. Yeah, okay,
True, but it can technically act as a gun, but it doesn't actually have a gun.
well, that's true. I would think it's more like winter, like winter's swords. Who else? There was uh, Nail's umbrella. It's not exactly a gun either.
Yes, Neo's umbrella. I think that's also a gun. It looks like it's also a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Fair
Because it
enough.
looks like the top has a barrel on it, so. But at the
eh,
same time, she just like pulled a knife out of it, like, okay.
a very big knife.
Yeah. Oh boy.
But I have a feeling the fight with Ruby and Mercury is not going to go exactly to plan.
No, it's
Probably not.
not.
At least Ruby has speed on her side.
Yeah.
True. I would say about her like doing that really wicked wind thing that she did in Volume 2, but I don't think Glinda would be able to fix it quickly. And I don't think they would really let her get away with it again. Like, I don't think, no, she wouldn't get away with it second time, would she?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Ruby.
Yeah, Ruby. Yeah, he has
Well,
feeling in his legs, true.
yeah.
So, that would make me think he doesn't have any more, like, phantom pain if he has feeling in his legs again.
Hmm.
He probably does suffer from phantom pains, I'm still going to say, though, because of him having feeling in his legs.
Yeah.
He probably still does have the phantom pains, which is
Maybe
probably
not.
one of the reasons why he's so angry still at his father, even though his father is gone. Why he mentions him in such contempt.
Hmm.
Because I
I
still
guess
believe that.
it would kind of make sense at the same time if he still has phantom pain, but not to the extent that a lot of amputees have, because there is something there and it's pushing on your nerves. That would
Yeah.
remind you that there is something there, but it wouldn't be as an extreme as an extent of phantom pain as someone who doesn't have a prosthetic, like my mom.
Well, some people also determine, like, they will go through it differently. See, Terry Fox, give for example. Yes, I'm using Canadian knowledge now. Terry Fox, he had an
Yeah.
amputated leg. He still felt phantom pains even though he had a prosthetic.
Yeah.
Given he also ran across country with it, but let's not talk about that.
Okay. Okay. Let's see.
There's one thing that I kind of made a post on Tumblr, but I don't know exactly how well it's like going around, which has to do
Uh,
with everyone's eyes, actually, the eye color.
Their eye
yeah.
colors?
Okay.
Yeah. One thing I kind of noticed was as more things were going down with Yang, the less bright lilac her eyes were.
Well, it's
Yeah.
proven with her semblance that her eyes will turn red.
When she's angry. But she's very sad and
Sullen?
yeah, it's kind of like sad, not really honestly the symptoms of depression.
Going off
So-
going, yeah. So going off topic and going back to Yang, I want to talk about Raven, about
Oh boy.
about about how Crow is talking about that he and Raven don't have the same view on the world. So I want to let's draw some theories on that.
Definitely.
I wouldn't. My first thought is maybe Raven isn't as optimistic and stuff as, let's say, RWBY or Yang, or even possibly a Crow, depending on how you look at it. Very much more probably like you have to fend for yourselves. No one's gonna help you. So,
I have a feeling Crow is the softie out of the two.
yeah, that's what I'm getting the vibe of now.
But I also think it's probably because Raven is afraid she's going to lose the one she loves the most. She's going to lose her family. And
Yeah.
that's why she's distancing herself to such a far extent. She's afraid of losing them, so she would rather push them away.
Yeah.
Though
That
now Crow is all like gung ho, like, let's go find your mom since you were kind of disqualified from the tournament.
like, well, now you don't have to focus on something. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go do it and just piss off my sister.
I guess you could
Let's
do
go
that.
upset your mom. Let's do it. It's like I would do that. I'm sorry, but like if my sibling was trying to do that with their own child, I would take that child and go find my sibling and just be like, "Look at your child!"
What are you doing?
If any of my sisters ever did that, I would just be like, I know where I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna come and get you, and then you are never gonna leave the house again.
Tin her to the
Okay.
wall.
Pretty much. With duct tape.
That only lasts for like a few hours.
Yeah.
Oh, you underestimate how much duct tape I would use. Going back to the subject, though, definitely, I think, honestly, with Raven, she's distancing herself for the fact she's afraid of losing her loved ones. So she's doing that to protect them in a way.
Yeah.
Part of me wonders if her distancing herself happened before or after Ruby was born.
Well, we already know that Ruby was in. Well, sorry, that Raven was out of the picture when Ruby was born because of Summer.
True.
And Yang barely remembers her mom. That's another thing. Yet
I
there's only a couple years between Yang and Ruby.
I really want to know the dynamic between Taiyang, Summer, and Raven. I want to know that dynamic so badly.
Love triangle.
Oh, we know it's a love triangle at this
Like,
point.
is it a triad? Or is it just something gone completely wrong? I'm really
Taiyang.
hoping it's a triad.
Taiyang, you dog. Are you gonna be
You
sleeping
know
with
it.
Crow next?
We'll see.
Oh god.
Hey, that's so good poly shipping right now, to be honest. Like, there are moments like how Crow's like, oh, there's some inappropriate stories of Team Stark.
Okay,
Like,
let's
none
not
of
get
you
into that.
are old enough for that.
Okay,
It's like,
Let's
today.
stop
oh
right there. Let's
boy.
stop right there.
Keep in mind this is a PG podcast.
Yeah, that's why I'm just gonna stop right there. I'm like, okay, Crow. Okay.
But I think we're coming to the end of the podcast now.
Oh
Aw.
boy.
Sadly. It was great talking, and we will see you next time. This is
Next
the end of
time.
the Nation podcast.
Alright,
I
see you, folks.
Bye.